This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Dripping in gold? That's cool. Dripping in Velveeta's supremely creamy golden cheesiness? That's respect. Elevate your drip with Velveeta's range of outrageously delicious dips and dishes. Shells, cheese, melty blocks, and heat and eat queso that go all in on indulgence. Flex on your fam with a creamy, cheesy masterpiece and go all in on what you love with Velveeta. Respect the drip and satisfy your cravings. Bring home the drip with Velveeta.
Hello, everyone. It's time for Vanished Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanis. This is episode 515, season 21. Today's date is February 15th, 2026. I'm sorry, I blanked out for a second. Just nervous. And welcome to the show. On today's program, I'm going to talk about my memories of watching this movie. It was shown every Valentine's Day, around that time on WGN-TV Channel 9 in Chicago. It was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, which occurred on Valentine's Day in 1929 in Chicago. I'll talk about the history of that and the movie and my memories of watching that. Also, I will read a 1965 menu from the Red Balloon Coffee House restaurant. It had 2 locations. The menu is from Des Plaines, Illinois. And they also had a location in Niles. And I'll give you some more information about that. Before I get started, the program will go into a commercial break. This program is brought to you by Hallmark Valentine's Day Cards. And it's a TV commercial. This is from 1979. And Hallmark's still around. They make wonderful cards, for any occasion. Christmas, birthday, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, even Halloween. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. All right, so sit back and relax, and I'll be right back with the rest of the show, folks. Thank you.
Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day isn't very far away, and Hallmark Valentines give you so many ways to express your love, to show how much you care. Remember your special Valentine with a card from Hallmark.
Valentine's Day.
Hallmark, when you care enough to send the very best.
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Hallmark Valentine's Day commercial. It's from 1979. Hallmark's still around. They've been in business for a long, long time. I used to get cards all through my life, for greeting cards, that is, to people, like for Halloween, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, Christmas. They have Thanksgiving cards. Well, any occasion, any occasion like that. I remember there was a big store at Fort City. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called Patty's. I could be wrong. There was a Patty's in Chicago Ridge. They closed about 2-3 years ago, it was a beautiful store. They had all these Hallmark cards and balloons and teddy bears like that. And, now you can go anywhere to buy a card. You can go to Walgreens or a Dollar Tree store. No big deal, which is nice. All right. At the beginning of the program, I mentioned I'm going to talk about the 1967 movie, The St. Valentine's Day Massacre, that aired on WGN-TV Channel 9 in Chicago for many years. It was an annual event, it seemed like, to me. Also, I will read a 1965 menu from the Red Balloon Coffee House restaurant that was located in Des Plaines and Niles. Before I get started, let me give you a quick health update. I'm doing fine. I'm still tired. I rest as much as I could. I lie down. I'm tired of lying down. I like to be active, go out and do stuff. And I do. But, when I go out and I'm sitting in my car and driving, I'm okay. But I do get a little exhausted. I have to sit down. Another thing, I mentioned this before on social media. I've lost some weight, a lot of weight. Right now I'm like 198, 199. I've never been below 200 in a long, long time. So when I was diagnosed in 2019 in December, this is a couple of months ago, I was 243 pounds. I was big and didn't take care of myself and, ate whatever I want. Since then, I've lost 44 pounds, slowly. Very slow. Exercise, to tell you the truth, I hate exercising. I don't like it. I like walking. That's enough. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to jog. I hate jogging. I'm not into sports. I don't like physical activity. I tried to avoid gym class book in high school, as much as I could, but it didn't work. So, because I don't like it. I hate it. No. So, right now, I'm eating less. There were days I didn't eat mostly anything, just a little bit. I get hungry in the morning, but in the afternoon, towards eating, when I have dinner, I don't hardly eat anything. I'm just not hungry. So I try to eat. I try to. It's not easy. So if I look good, I look at myself, and then when I go out and people saw me, say, "Oh my God, you lost weight. You look thin." They notice my face, my body. So I try. I try. The other day, Friday, a friend of mine texted me, says, "I'll take you to Culver's to lunch. You want to come?" Okay. So I had a couple of chicken tenders and a Diet Coke. I was okay. I didn't get any fries, no custard. I wanted to get custard, but I have no appetite. Nothing. So I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to. Not overdo it, but we'll see. That's the biggest advantage of this is I lost weight and I feel thin. It feels good. I will see the oncologist next Tuesday. Okay, and then the next Thursday, I will take some blood work for my second injection of Pluvito, which will be the first week of March. It'll be a Thursday. We'll see how that goes. Good news is the PSA went down. I hope it stays down. It dropped 66 points. It's encouraging. It's still high. Still very high. It's like 600, so it's got to keep going. We got to go down to 0. So if it's between 0 and 4, I'm okay. I'm all right. Okay, what else? Oh, yeah, one last thing. This is not about my health. This is something I posted yesterday. I posted an ad for Creature Features that aired on WGN-TV Channel 9 Chicago. That aired in the 70s every Saturday night at 10:30, and it was the 95th anniversary of the release of the movie Dracula, starred Bela Lugosi, and it was released on Valentine's Day, 1931. That's odd. Perfect way to take your date on or your wife on Valentine's Day to see a vampire. So it was a big hit. That's one of my favorite movies, scary movies. It's not really scary now, but but it's the atmosphere. I love it. It's wonderful. I never get tired of watching it. And I remember watching it when I was little on Creature Features. It used to scare me like that because Bela Lugosi was so, I don't know, overpowering. He had a big presence, and and it aired on Svengoolie yesterday. I didn't watch it. I have it recorded. Maybe I'll watch it later. So, because I'm a big fan. He's a good friend of mine. I talk to him once in a while on social media. He knows my situation. So, very nice man. So that was kind of cool. So I posted that. And, for Valentine's Day, my favorite is you get a discount of candy the next, right now when you go to the store. That's cute. Okay. All right. Right now I'm going to talk about the movie from 1967, The St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Now, this was a gangster movie. This was based on the 1929 mass murder of 7 members of the Chicago North Side Gang, led by Bugs Moran. His real name is George, on orders from Al Capone. So Al Capone, that's I'm sure they proved it was him. So that was directed by Roger Corman. The movie was released in June 30th, 1967. It had an all-star cast. Jason Robards played Al Capone. Ralph Meeker played George Bugs Moran. Okay. There was the Gusenberg brothers. Let's see. George Siegel played Peter Gusenberg. And Frank Gusenberg was played by David Canary. You might remember him from All My Children and Bonanza. Also in the movie, bit parts were Bruce Stern. He was in there. He was one of the guys shot. And also Jack Nicholson. He had a bit part in that. So that was based on the mass murders of 7. It was held in a garage. I forget the name of it. So it was located. I'll look it up and while I'm talking. So, and it was on the north side of Chicago. It was on Clark Street. So let me look it up. Hey, here it is. It was inside of a garage. It was a garage owned by SMC Cartridge Company, and it was like and it served as a liquor storage and distribution from Bugs Moran. So this was prohibition at the time. So the location is 2122 North Clark Street in the Lincoln Park neighborhood. Lincoln Park back then was not very fancy. It was very different. Now it's a nice place to live. It really is. I like it there. It's very nice. So originally they wanted to film the movie in Chicago. The director's name was Roger Corman. He did a lot of B movies, scary movies like that. But they did it in Hollywood. And 3 months later, the garage was torn down. It was demolished. And right now at the location, it's a parking lot. That's what it is. So my memories of this movie was, I was about maybe 12 or 13. And when I first saw it, it was on 10:30 at night. Sometimes they played it at 7 o'clock movie. They had the 7 o'clock. Remember that, the 7 o'clock movie? Yeah. So, anyway, so right now it's a next door is like a senior citizen center or something, but it's a parking lot. So if you drive down the street, I would like to someday, check it out and just to see what it was, because it's fascinating. It really is. Okay. So the movie, so there was a feud between Al Capone and Bugs Moran, and the narration of the movie, the actor's name was Paul Frees. He started in he did some voices for cartoons like that. And the film was like a docudrama style like that. If you're asking, was it accurate? Pretty much. Yeah, there were some inconsistencies. There were some mistakes. So it would have been cool if it was filmed in Chicago, but they didn't. So that's too bad like that. So, of course, the classic scene in the movie was, let's see, was the men were, there were two police officers that came in. They weren't police officers. They impersonated them, and they rounded up a lot of the gang, and they wanted to go to the wall and face the wall. And they said it was the north wall. In the movie, I don't think it was on. They said the south wall. I could be wrong, but it was the north wall. Anyway, so they were facing the walls, and then all of a sudden, two more men came, and it was Al Capone's gang members, and there were four of them, and they shot all of them in the bank. So they shot them all in the bank with the machine guns. Most were not the gangs. One of them was a mechanic that played by Bruce Dern. He was, I guess he hung around with them. And there was on top, and there was, so it was a mechanic, China May, that was played by Bruce Dern. And there was on the top optometrist. His name was Reinhard Schrimmer. And he got killed as well. So one of the victims was, it was Frank Gusenberg. He survived, but he was interviewed by the police, and he didn't say anything. He didn't want to think out to like that. So, and then he died eventually like that. And then after that, and then Bugs Moran eventually got arrested down the road, and then he left. He was serving time in Leavenworth Prison, Kansas, and he died of lung cancer. And then Capone, of course, you know what happened to him. He served prison time for tax evasion, and then he died of syphilis in 1937. My other memories of the movie, I watched it every year on Valentine's Day, and I was looking forward to it. At first I was a little disturbed by it, but then I read up about the incident, what happened, and I enjoyed the movie very much. And it was a tradition that aired on WGN TV Channel 9 in Chicago for many years. I think it was like the late 60s until during the 70s, maybe the early 80s. It was on all the time. You could still buy it on DVD. I'm sure they have it on TCM, Turner Classic Movies, or you can buy it on Blu-ray if you want. Just go to Amazon. You can find it, like that. And so I enjoyed the movie. So when I posted this yesterday, I was going to talk about this movie on my podcast. People were planning to watch it. And they said it's a tradition. They watched it they streamed it. I would imagine they did, or they have it on DVD and they put it in the DVD player, which I still do. I enjoyed that. Because they probably have extras. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. I don't know. So that's probably another tradition. It's like the Charlie Brown cartoon, Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown. I think that's what it was. But I think they want the gangster movie. So that was a class. Because I love the old-fashioned gangster movies. They used to show those on Channel 9, with Edward G. Robinson, James Cagney, Humphrey Bogart, George Raft. They showed them on Sundays at 10:30. I talk about that in a podcast episode a long time ago. And one of my favorite shows is The Untouchables, with Robert Stack. And they used to show the reruns first in Channel 32 and then on Channel 44. I have it on DVD. I love that show. I really do. But this is after Capone, was in prison or got released like that. So, yeah, I like old gangster. Not today. No, it's all right. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take a break. And when I come back, I'm going to talk about... I'm going to read a menu from 1965. It's the Red Balloon Coffee House restaurant that was located in Niles, Illinois, and also Des Plaines, Illinois. So sit back and relax and just enjoy the commercial, and I'll be right back with the menu. Thank you.
Welcome to Woolworth, where there's always something worth shopping for. Every Valentine will love these hearts and flowers and loving thoughts expressed ever so beautifully with Buzza Gibson cards. Or 1 pound assorted chocolates in heart-shaped satin boxes, now $4.99. Most Cherie chocolates even sound romantic and taste good too. They're just 2 for $3. And as you shop, stop in at our restaurants where we are featuring a cup of Maxwell House coffee for 10 cents when you purchase a patty melt platter for $3. At Woolworth, where shopping for values is a tradition.
Okay, everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that break. Right now, I'm going to read a menu from the Red Balloon Coffee House restaurant. It's from 1965. Let me give you the locations of the Red Balloon Coffee House. They had 2 locations. One was at 5960 West Toohey Avenue, near the lean tower of the YMCA. I think they're going to tear that down, from what I heard. I don't know. Maybe. So that was located in Niles, and the other one was the second location, was on Mount Prospects Central and Rand Roads in Des Plaines. So it was like 3 like that. The Niles building featured like a layout of Lee Lampost's cocktail lounge and a giant photo mural depicting a Paris street scene. Okay. Let's see what else. So I have a matchbook, and this, something. This describes the restaurant. So according to this, hold on a second. Let me pull it up. Okay, here we go. I'm having a little trouble here. There we go. So in the matchbook, it says an exciting new restaurant concept designed around the Academy Award-winning French movie The Red Balloon by A. Lamorisse. I think that's how you say his name. A charming little story about a boy and his balloon, which is now ranks as a classic of whimsy, provides a delightful setting for this wonderful restaurant cocktail lounge. Superb food and quick service at prices you will like. Outstanding cocktails are located at the Lee Lamppost Cocktail Lounge. So they had a cocktail lounge there. That's cool. That's very nice. Okay. So, so that was, let's see. Yeah, so I've never been to this restaurant. I wish I did, but I never have. Okay. I think I have an ad. Let me pull it up if I can find it. Just a moment, please. Okay, just a moment. If I can find it. No, I don't. That's okay. Okay, so yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, I'll get to this. So here we go. So they also had a children's menu of that as well. Okay. Here we go. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Okay. So there were different kinds of menus, and but I found one from 1965 at the Des Plaines location, and sort of remembered that in a way. Let's see here. Just a moment. Okay, never mind that. All right, so I'm going to read the menu right now. Here we go. So it's like, let's see. So they had hamburgers, whatever, appetizers or sandwiches. So you know what? Let me read the appetizers first. I will read the prices, I promise. Okay. So appetizers, red balloon soup of the day, cup 20 cents, chicken noodle soup with crackers. Excuse me, except Friday. Cup 20 cents. Manhattan clam chowder Friday only, 25 cents. Orange juice or tomato juice, 20 cents. And shrimp cocktail, 80 cents. Okay, there we go. Now, let's get to the hamburgers. Just a moment. There we go. So they had the red balloon hamburger that cost 65 cents. It's just a classic hamburger, top whatever, and they had their own top secret red balloon dressing. I wonder if it's the Big Mac. So, no, special sauce. No, it's not that. Probably their own. That probably was delicious, like that. So you had your choice of cheese, lettuce, any toppings you like. Okay. And they also had the red balloon miniature banquet. So you had classic red balloon hamburger plus creamy coleslaw and French fried potatoes, 95 cents. And also served with a crisp green garden salad that cost $1.05. Okay, crisp and cool. These are salads. A banana split salad that's made with fresh bananas, cottage cheese, with chilled fruit and chopped nuts, 95 cents. Julienne bowl, crisp tossed salad greens with Juliana turkey, ham, and Swiss cheese. You get the idea. Tomato wedges, hard cooked eggs, hard boiled. 1,000 dressing, $1.35. They had a tuna salad bowl, served with tuna, white meat tuna, tomato edges, hard-boiled egg, choice crisp lettuce bed, choice of dressing, 95 cents. Also, they had Caesar salad. You know what goes in a Caesar salad. Romaine lettuce, croutons, anchovies, Parmesan cheese, and their own Caesar dressing, 95 cents. And it's served with a rye crisp or roll with butter, if you like that. Having that crisp. Okay. Oh, those are the desserts, so I'll get to that last. That's my favorite. Sandwich block. They had big smoky bratwurst. From Milwaukee comes this charbroiled smoked veal sausage sensation on French roll with sharp mustard sauce plus creamy coleslaw, 75 cents. Red balloon club sandwich, a 3-decker dandy, tender slices of turkey breast, grilled bacon, tomato slices, and lettuce served with potato chips, $1.30. Ham and cheese a la Monte Cristo. I always want to get a Monte Cristo. This is 85 cents. For jaded appetites, ham and cheese with over-the-top secret sauce between 2 slices of French dip bread grilled to a golden brown served with potato chips, 85 cents. Reuben grill, that costs $1.35. Layers of thin sliced corned beef with Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, with $1,000 dressing, grilled between rye bread and a dill pickle, $1.35. Roast round beef sandwich that costs 95 cents. Just naturally delicious, served on a miniature loaf of crusty French bread with a cup of hot juice and creamy salsa. And they also had plain hamburger. It was a quarter pound, 55 cents. Grilled cheese sandwich, 45 cents. Baked BLT, 65 cents. Served with potato chips. Okay. All right. Excuse me. They also had the red balloon fried chicken picnic. 4 tender pieces of old-fashioned battered fried chicken, served with crisp French fried potatoes and rolled in butter, $1.25. Okay. That sounds good. I said the appetizer. So this is Red Balloon Specialties, luncheon and dinner. Roast round beef, the monarch of meats, served in its own hot natural juices with choice of potatoes and rolled in butter, $1.60. French fried Gulf shrimp, no better served with French fries, tangy cocktail sauce, rolled in butter, $1.65. Sizzling chops, it's spelled CHOPT apostrophe T steak, half a pound. He-Man portion of of tender ground beef with French fries, onion rings, roll in butter, $1.45. So the shrimp is $1.65, and the roast round beef is $1.60. Grilled baby beef liver, $1.25 with onions, whipped potatoes, and roll in butter. Native sea scallops, delicacy from the deep, lightly breaded and fried to a golden brown with tartar sauce. French fried potatoes, roll in butter, $1.45. Filet of sole. Excuse me, I'm going to get some water. Got a drink. That smells good. Filet of sole, large, moist, flaky, golden brown filet with French fries, tartar sauce, roll in butter, $1.20. Broiled South African lobster tail, sweet and succulent, served with melted butter, French fries, and roll in butter, $2.95. Baked potatoes with pure whipped butter is available from 5 to 9. For For a complete meal, you add 35 cents for salad and beverage. They got a special, it's called Cheddar and Bacon Beef Feeder. The Colonial half-pound chopped beefsteak with melted cheddar, bacon strips, and Thousand Island served on a black rye with French fried potatoes, $1.60. Okay, that sounds good. Excuse me. They had crepes. It's pancakes, really, with pure creamy butter and hot maple syrup. Old-fashioned buttermilk pancakes, 50 cents. Blueberry pancakes, fluffy pancakes smothered with fancy Canadian blueberries, 75 cents. Golden brown French toast, French bread dipped in eggs and cream, browned to perfection. Sugar cured ham and 2 eggs, $1.10. 2 eggs, any style, 30 cents. Ham, 50 cents. Link sausage, 45 cents. Bacon, 45 cents. Okay. All right. Now, this is under the category Rue de la Burger, the beef eater. I think I mentioned this before, so it's $1.35, but it's called a beef eater. What this is different from the other one. It's a Colonial half-pound charbroiled chopped beef steak served on a black rye with a thick Bermuda onion, sliced crisp French fries, potatoes. So that was $1.35 with cheese. It costs a dime extra, $1.45. Grilled beef patty melt, one of our freshly ground hamburgers, cooked medium, sharp cheddar cheese, and top secret dressing. Butter grilled together and on rye bread served with pickle chips. So that costs 75 cents. Chili size, half-pound seasoned hamburger covered with our zesty chili, topped with grated Parmesan cheese, crackers on a roll, and butter. That's 95 cents. And if you want a jumbo bowl of chili, that's 60 cents. Okay, this is called Aristocrat, one of our half-pound burgers on a toasted bun, served with iceberg lettuce wedge, and Thousand Island dressing, French fried potatoes with melted cheese, $1.05. This one is the Waistliner. This is for a diet. This is a diet plate. Half-pound hamburger steak, cooked over open flame, served with sliced tomatoes, cottage cheese, peach half, rye crisp, fat-free milk, or coffee. I like cottage cheese. I would eat that. A World of Beef. Now, this is Delmonico steak platter, a thick half-pound corn-fed steak served on black rye with Bermuda onion, French fried potatoes, $1.95. Sirloin strip steak, U.S. choice, costs $2.95. Tender 12-ounce charbroiled cut of U.S. choice sirloin, cooked just the way you like it, served with French fries, potatoes, onion rings, and a roll of butter. Wine steak on a skewer, that costs $1.95. The sirloin steak was $2.95. Okay, and the wine steak on the skewer is $1.95. Tender cubes of selected beef marinated in wine and spices, broiled on a skewer with mushroom cap, green pepper, Bermuda onion, and a tomato wedge. Served with French fries, of course, onion rings, baked potatoes available for $5 to $9. So you get that. Side orders, you had golden fried onion rings, 45 cents, French fried potatoes, 25 cents, hash brown potatoes, 25 cents, Idaho baked potato, a 5 to 9 special, 30 cents. Beverages, they had all these were 15 cents. Okay. So they had coffee, tea, milk, chocolate milk, Diet Cola, Coca-Cola, root beer, hot chocolate, and fat-free milk. So they skim milk. Yeah, they had that. From our fountain, these are extra rich chocolate shake, 35 cents. Chocolate malt, 40 cents. Chocolate sundae, 40 cents. Hot fudge sundae, 45 cents. Root beer float, 40 cents. Rich French ice cream, vanilla, chocolate, butter pecan. Well, a butter pecan. Oh, 25 cents. Dish of orange sherbet, 25 cents. Okay. And the grand finale. Excuse me. Red balloon strawberry shortcake, 50 cents. Warm apple pie in a deep dish, 30 cents. Tangy cherry pie, 30 cents. Special fruit pie of the day, 25 cents. Today's whipped cream pie, 30 cents. German chocolate layer cake, 35 cents. Strawberry cheesecake, 45 cents. And plain cheesecake, 35 cents. pie or cake with ice cream, you add 15 cents to that. Okay, I think I got all. Let me see. Did I miss anything? No. I'm okay. That's cool. That sounds good. I wish I went to this place. It sounded marvelous. It really does. It really does. Hold on a second. Let me check something here. Yes, I posted this about 5 years ago, and they had a kids menu. So it's very short. So I'm going to read it very quickly. Okay. So the Red Balloon Children's Menu, Looking Glass appetizers. They had the Mad Hatter, that was chopped beef steak with natural juices, creamy whipped potatoes, and rolling butter, 75 cents. Jack Sprat, roast round beef, serving its own natural juices with creamy whipped potatoes, rolling butter, 95 cents. So this is children 12 years and under. You get the idea. Pascal Burger, a small children's hamburger served on a toasted bun. With French fried potatoes. One is 39 cents. Two is 59 cents. Three Fishermen, golden breaded shrimp served with cocktail sauce, French fried potatoes, rolling butter. That cost 90 cents. Here's the desserts. Jack Horner's pies, 30 cents. Apple or cherry. March Hare Sundae, 35 cents. Vanilla ice cream with delicious chocolate sauce, 35 cents. Yeah. Snow Queen ice creams, vanilla chocolate, 25 cents. And they had the drinks, beverages, Coca-Cola, 15 cents, hot chocolate, 15 cents, and over the moon milk, 15 cents. I don't know what that is. It's just milk. Okay. So I had to throw that in quickly. So like that. So like I said before, this sounded like a wonderful restaurant. I don't know when it closed. I have no idea. No clue when it closed. Maybe I could look it up really quickly. I could try, but I don't think so. So, let me look real quick. Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. We don't know. Never mind. Okay. So, I apologize for that. So that's it for this program. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you didn't get too bored by the menu, but everything sounded so delicious. I'm kind of hungry. Now my appetite's returning a little bit. I can go for a hamburger. All right. So that's it for this show. I'll do a recap of what I've talked about. I talked about my memories of the 1967 movie, The St. Valentine's Day Massacre, that aired annually on WGN TV Channel 9 in Chicago. It was during the late 60s, the 70s, the 80s. It's a classic gangster movie based on the events happening on Valentine's Day, 1929. Also, I read a menu from the Red Balloon Coffee House, a restaurant that was located in Niles and Des Plaines, Illinois, in the Chicagoland area. This podcast will be published later on today, wherever podcasts are available: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Breaker, Overcast, Good Pods, Podbean, iHeartRadio. If you have those apps on your phones or your tablets, tap on them. Tap follow. You'll receive a notification of the latest episode. All of the episodes are there. Also be on my blog, www.vanchicagoland.blog. They'll have the link. You can take it right there. Also, it'll be on my. Also, if you have CarPlay in your car, you can listen to Spotify if you like, or you can stream it on your TV. If you have YouTube or Spotify, you can listen. Just lying down or sitting down, just relaxing. And of course, it's on my YouTube channel. And again and again and again, people ask me, "Where do I find your podcast?" I want to listen to your podcast. I'm very interested in your podcast. Go to YouTube. Type in the search, Van Chicagoland Stories. Or Picastanas. You can type in my name. If you do find it, click subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything. You can listen to any device if you like. Also, you receive a notification of the latest episode. Also, the other remaining episodes, that I've done, the past 500 of them or over are still there. You can listen as well. Also, be sure to have my social media accounts: Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Reddit, Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. They'll have the links. Okay, so that's it. Will I be doing another podcast Tuesday? Probably. We'll see. I probably will. Okay, so this is Pete Costanos, your host for Vanishing Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. Today is a beautiful day. Go out and walk. Enjoy yourself. I will try to do that myself, but I'm too tired. I'll probably lie down. It's just, the fatigue is getting to me. So we'll see. All right, so here's bye-bye for me, and here's a little traveling music from our famous Chicago legend and good guy Ray Rayner saying bye, bye, bye. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. So long.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.